Hey, what's going on guys? John here, and today I want to do a review of the Bowflex SelectTech 552s. So I've actually owned these for a number of years, and I finally have a really good space where I've now been able to use them in my home. I recently bought this home that has a full 3-car garage, and we were able to turn one of the garage bays into basically a home gym. So I've got, our speaker set up, I've got a treadmill, a bike, pull-up bar, a dip bar, and of course I was able to add the free weights. So it's a nice little kind of calisthenics cardio setup here that I've got. Plenty of space to do this. So I wanted to do a review of these, kind of talk about my experience after someone that's been using them now going on probably well over 3-4 years, and they've really stood the test of time. They are a little bit dirty, just kind of happens over time with the dust buildup and everything, but overall they're really nice units. I've used some of the comparable ones. I know there's another competing brand that does something they're more like square style, I forget the name of it, but you pretty much have the ability here with each of these that it rests inside of this entire station. You could put these anywhere you'd like. In this case I've got them on the floor. They do actually sell a stand that you could add in for these, where you could have the full unit on top of a stand, and that way you don't have to reach all the way to the floor to pick up the weights, especially if you're doing like heavy weights. And in this case, you have dials on each side. So all you have to do is spin this. It'll make a click noise, and you'll know that this is pretty much good to go. Ultimately, if you're going to be doing a specific weight, you don't want to, mismatch these. So if you're going quick through, in my case, I was using this way back when P90X was a lot more popular. You kind of have to go really quick through switching your weights and kind of changing this up, but it definitely works for it. So if in this case, if I was going to do 20 pounds, I'm going to want to set it to 20 on this side, and right now it's set to 10 on the other side. So I'm just going to basically switch, and now as soon as I do that, I'll pull this out, and it's going to take the amount of weight that I need. And you can see that there's pretty much just small divots in between each of the weights. So as you go back in, this will very easily glide right back into place, and you're not really going to have too many issues. You could, in theory, set this to a different weight, and it will actually pick up the amount of weight that you've set on that side, but then now you've got an uneven weight overall. You're kind of getting a uneven amount of weight, and you're not really, in theory, picking up a 20-pound weight at that point. So you do want to make sure you set the same sides as you're picking these up. But overall, this thing has really stood the test of time. I haven't had any issues with this connecting back in. Anytime this gets dirty, I just simply wipe it down, clean it. It's a very sturdy unit, and I think, for someone looking to spend over, say, $300 on a set of weights and not just fill up your home gym or your space with all of these regular dumbbells, then this is a really good buy, and I found it to be extremely worthwhile in my case. So really, that's all there is to say about them. No cons that I've had. In a couple circumstances, I've maybe had issues where, sometimes the weights, if you go to set them, it does give you problems like trying to pick up, and you might have a little bit of an issue like getting everything connected, but that's usually because I didn't set the weight back into this properly the way that it was supposed to be. So if that happens, you just have to pick it up, kind of readjust, and if you don't hear the clicks happening as you rotate the weights, then that means there's a problem. So very straightforward. Again, if you guys like this review, you found it helpful, and you decide to pick up these weights, I'm going to leave, there's a link below where you can go and grab these. If you pick them up, I'm actually going to earn a small commission, and you're going to pay the same regardless, but it's actually going to help me out in a big way. So definitely appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed the review, and thanks for watching.